cooking with flavor means talent. I could put a whole bunch of cayenne pepper, some scotch bonnet, and put it in the oven, and it's gonna be spicy. But if you could cook with flavor and still give that little kick of heat, then you got something working. You're hitting every part of your palate. You're hitting the front, the back, the left, the right, and going down the street and then making a U-turn on your palate.
I'm an alien, empty alien, straight out of space. Don't it sound like outer space? I'm an alien, empty alien, straight out of space. Yeah.
My name is Jay Anthony. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. My parents are from Barbados, from Trinidad. I've catered for a handful of celebrities, from The Weeknd to Drake, DJ Drama, and that's basically how Season Dream started. I'm a very young entrepreneur and I started only in 2013, but I think I've learned a lot very quickly, and I think that is what attributes to my success. When people do look at me, they look at me as somebody that works hard for what they want and that goal that we need to reach, and that is to be the biggest Caribbean empire ever. I was a stylist at Holt's, so I was working there, and I used to actually ask a lot of people if they know what Caribbean food was. But the Caribbean is huge, it's vast. We're talking about Cuba, Haiti, Trinidad, Barbados, Antigua. So now imagine if you would take the Caribbean in a whole and implement dishes from that country. You would have probably one of the best restaurants ever created. Well, I thought of the concept of Season Dreams. I learned all my technique from just cooking at the age of 11. My first girlfriend was Indian and I made curry chicken. And I was like, okay, this tastes pretty good. Maybe I might be good at something. It was my 19th birthday. I cooked all the food, everything. I did lobster, I did a whole array of food. Everyone came and they're like, who made this? And they're like, Mom was like, my son. And they're like, what? He needs to open a restaurant. I'm inspired about how strong my grandmother is. She taught me how to season. She taught me not that much in food per se, but just about life in general. So I've learned how to persevere. I've learned how to never let anything stop me. From time my grandmother and they always wanted to open a restaurant, so I feel like that void has been filled by me in a sense. I didn't just go and know, oh, I could cook. Yes, people tell me. I actually had to prove. I established doing pop-up shops. I did pop-ups everywhere. I sold at basketball tournaments. I sold anywhere I could get people to taste my cuisine. And every single festival that I've done, I've always had the longest lineup. So to me, I was like, maybe I do have something that people might be attracted to. I think the reason the community backed me up is because they saw something different in me. They said they don't believe in Season Dreams, they believe in me. I could go broke for a year, but I know later on, I'm not even gonna remember it. No one sees that part. Everyone sees like lineups, or everyone sees like the brand, or everyone, but they don't see like the really hard times. Montreal has the highest per capita closing. We opened 200 restaurants, but we closed also 200 restaurants. One thing I did know, that I had something different. That's why I wasn't that scared. And the reason I knew I had something different is because I did a test, which I did every single festival in the city. If you don't like my food, you kind of don't like me, because that's my food is me. I've always been a leader, and you could see by the way my staff is and the way they appreciate me. And they don't appreciate me because I pay them every 2 weeks. They appreciate me because it's what I do for them out of the workforce. I love my staff. I love the people that work for me that make my goals become a reality. If you put everything you have into work, there's no way you're gonna succeed. You have to balance your life. You have to make sure you're good, not even like financially or anything, just good mentally. Success never ends, because like why just stop there? You know, like you have kids that you pass on that success to, and you want them later to maybe follow in your footsteps. Success doesn't mean that you have to go always and work hard for success. You could embody success in anybody that works for you. To me, you have to first off, like what you do. Because if you don't like what you do, you're not gonna care. And you have to give your staff inspiration that they could do it also. That's the only thing I could really say. I wouldn't say never give up or all those stupid cliches. I would say literally do what feels right. Do what makes you happy.
An idea isn't really gonna catch on unless it solves a problem. Like, it has to be something that people have a pain point around, or else why would we care? To get an entrepreneurial idea to really catch on, to make something happen, people have to be really excited about it.
I'm an alien, empty alien, straight out of space. Don't it sound like outer space? I'm an alien, empty alien, straight out of space. Yeah.
HackerU is a private career college, and we're based right here in Toronto. I started the company in 2012, built it from nothing, so it was just me, and I hired an instructor. We have about 12 staff here and around 900 to 1,000 students per year. So we place about 97% of people within 3 months of graduating. Those people are now working in different companies all around the city of Toronto and beyond. One of the coolest things about HackerU, it's, I think, one of the only businesses of its kind run by a woman. And so maybe as a result of that, or maybe because of our connection to Ladies Learning Code, about 70% of our students here are female. So it's this cool solution to the women in tech problem. It's just a place where everybody's welcome, everyone feels comfortable, and we're making learning these really important skills super fun. Early 2009, I found myself in China. I was there on exchange, just finishing up my degree. I just sort of fell in love with the place, and I decided I wasn't ready to come back to Toronto. Actually had a job. I was supposed to work for a Fortune 500 company, and I decided that wasn't the right thing to do at that time. And that was actually where I started learning how to code. I had no interest in it before that. I had no knowledge about what it was, but I just started teaching myself how to build websites. And I think I started to realize at that time that this actually should be a part of my life. I decided to basically tweet about the idea that there should be a group in Toronto for women who want to learn how to code. But people just liked the idea, and I feel like it was sort of an idea whose time had come. We ran our first workshop in August of 2011. There were 30 people coming out to learn JavaScript. The tickets to that sold out in a day. Then we launched another workshop. I quit my job, I think, after we had run 3 workshops. I just felt like we were onto something, and I believed in what we were doing. Because I started small and started with nothing and built it up slowly over the years, I didn't have to have investors. And I'm so grateful for that now, because everything that I do here is because I think it's a good idea. I don't know where I got the skill, but I can really get people on board with something. And it could be the craziest idea, but if I believe it's possible, I can really help other people see that potential and see that can happen. And just by everybody believing in it, that's how you make something happen. Taking risks is obviously a necessary part of being an entrepreneur. For me, it was all about tiny steps along the way. So our first space wasn't this big. Our first space was 1,100 square feet. And we made that work, and we figured it out. And then from there, we considered moving into somewhere bigger. A lot of people want to talk about work-life balance and ask questions about it. I don't know if I can say that I have work-life balance, nor is that exactly what I'm looking for. I just want to work when work needs me, and when I'm feeling like working, and when I'm in the zone, that's where I want to be. Being able to do what you want and what you need at the times when you want or need it is really my definition of successfully having it all, I guess. I like to be in a position where I can show people what's possible. I like to be a role model. That's something that drives me a lot in my role. Yeah, you can be a woman and be an entrepreneur, obviously. You can be a mom and be an entrepreneur. You can be young and you can be an entrepreneur. When I think about the past 5 or 6 years since I started my entrepreneurial journey and where I am now, I mean, what a ride, for sure. I couldn't ever have imagined that I would end up here. It would still have been completely worth it. All the people, all the memories, all the ambitious projects, all the people that we've been able to help, it's really just a bonus for me. It was great to be part of this and make this happen and see things turn into reality, like no matter what.
It's actually pretty crazy. My sister-in-law and I always joke, we're like, we do this for a living. Like, this is our job.
I'm an alien, empty alien, straight out of space. Don't it sound like outer space? I'm an alien, empty alien, straight out of space. Yeah.
My name is Lauren Levy. I'm the co-owner of Annie and Ren. We're a maternity boutique and we cater to expectant moms with a mix of contemporary and maternity brands. We created this new category and really just creating a lifestyle store, a one-stop shop, so you could come to us for pregnancy products, beauty products, diaper bags, comfortable shoes. We just wanted to make it really a hub for expectant moms and then post-pregnancy as well, it to be the place where women just come and shop. 5 years ago, when we came up with the idea, I was pregnant with my first child and I had nothing to wear. I was just looking for cool clothes, things that I had worn pre-pregnancy. There was nothing like that that existed. My sister-in-law and I sort of thought to ourselves, okay, what if we created this new concept? It doesn't exist. A boutique that caters or that carries both maternity and non-maternity clothing. There was a huge need for it and no one was filling that gap. It seemed like a really good opportunity. So right now we are at one of our buying appointments. It's with a brand called Joie. We do really well with it. It's actually a non-maternity brand, but we really curate the collection to work with the bump. And we just try to pick pieces that are a little bit longer, pants have elastics, the fit's a little more generous just so that it does work for an expectant mom. So we just really try to pick and choose what we think is gonna work best for our customer. I mean, I think the scariest thing was, we were obviously talking about it and talking about doing it, and we had a business plan. It really kind of came to life when this space opened up. So we knew we wanted to be in this area, and this space became available about 5 years ago. We signed a 10-year lease. We had no name, no brand, no products, no idea how to open a store. It was pretty scary. Our employees are everything. We are service-based, and we always said when we were first opening that we want to provide the best possible customer service. Not only are we a boutique in a high-end neighborhood, but we are also catering to women who are emotional and their bodies are changing, and it's an exciting time, but it's a lot. And oftentimes women come in the store and they have no idea where to begin. So it's not just like a regular store where women come in, they know what they like, they know their size, and they want to be left alone. A lot of the time it's, where do I begin? The best thing for us is when a woman's leaving a store and they say, I feel so much better. I was scared, I didn't want to, shop for maternity clothes, and now I'm like so happy and confident. And that's exactly what we set out to do when we first started talking about this, is just really making women feel good about themselves. When a customer comes in here and they don't feel great about themselves and then they leave here feeling confident, positive, happy, that's why we started, and that's what we're here to do, is just make women feel good about themselves and like they're not sacrificing their personal style just because they're pregnant. Our branding is everything to us. When we started, that we were really serious about. Our website, our photography, nothing goes up. Everything is vetted by Lanny and I to make sure that it's on brand and that it looks good. And I think that served us really well. We pretty much have a hand in everything just because we know what we like and we know what we don't like. And one of the things when we launched e-commerce was that we don't just want to take stock photography from a brand and slap it on a site. Really being on brand and making sure that our website looks flawless and looks like a really big international website. My biggest motivation is definitely my kids. Just showing them that whatever they want to do, that they can achieve it. They just have to work hard, set goals. It's pretty cute. I mean, every day my kids say, I want to be a mommy and I want to own a store. I think if you are not setting goals for yourself and staying motivated, then you're not growing as a business and you're not growing as an individual. Just stay focused on what you want to do. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it. I know it's so cliched, but when we were opening the store, I mean, I can't tell you how many people would tell us, retail's hard, don't do it. That's a weird concept. You know, we definitely had more negatives than positives. And we just kind of stuck to our guns. We knew it was a good idea and we knew we had something. So we just kept persevering. So just don't give up, follow through and make it happen.